Damon Fordham, adjunct professor of history at Charleston Southern University and author and historian. And this morning I'd like to tell you about a long-held tradition known as the Charleston Singing Street Salesmen. Try saying that 3 or 4 times. Now, the Charleston Singing Street Salesmen have a long history throughout its period. You had, especially around the city market on South Market Street and East Bay, as well as various other locales such as Meeting and Broad Streets, you would find a lot of people singing to sell their wares. By and large, they were African American, and others were descendants of immigrants, as we will soon see. Now, if you ever see Porgy and Bess, you might remember that they had these people such as the Crab Man and the Strawberry Lady and the Honey Man, who were going through the streets singing to sell their wares. In fact, that song I played for you a few minutes ago was the song of the Honey Man that went, "Here come the Honey Man, here come the Honey Man," etc. and so forth. And this is how these people made their living. They would entertain you as well as selling their wares. Now, as a matter of fact, while on the subject of Porgy and Bess, the man who was the real Porgy, Samuel Smalls, who the character of Porgy was based, he was also known for doing this type of thing too, you know. He, on June the 23rd, 1959, in the Charleston News and Courier, his sister Lizzie Delliston recalled how he was disabled through polio, and he would ride through the streets in his goat cart, and he would sell ginger cakes and vegetables, and to get people to buy his goods, he would sing, "Give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, that's good enough for me." And people would gather around him in his goat cart and buy his wares through that. Now, this continued on through Charleston through many years, but there were 2 singing street salesmen of relatively recent times who also deserve special mention here. One is Samuel Sonny Goldberg, who was descended from Jewish immigrants. Now, Sonny Goldberg was known, now if you mention the name Sonny Goldberg to anyone in Charleston who is above the age of 35, they'll get a big smile on their face. Sonny was known for running first his father's furniture store, J.L. Goldberg's, and then his own furniture store on King Street. And he had a loud, annoying voice, but was somehow appealing. Throughout my youth, he'd have commercials where he'd stand in front of his store and sing the following. "They call me the old King Street singer, 'cause I sing whenever I'm blue. And if you should be feeling lonely, then I'd recommend it to you. You may not be Mary Olanza, nor Fisher, nor Coleman, nor Bing, but you'll feel so good in the morning when you open your mouth and sing. Your mouth and sing." By the way, we close the recital for the staff of the Zoivans. That was Sonny. Now, in case you think I happen to be making this up, here's the proof in the pudding. Very recently, I was listening to an old broadcast from Charleston's longtime radio station, WTMA, from about 1970, when I just happened to have the phone nearby to record this. They had a vintage Sonny commercial from 1970, and here's a portion of the man himself, Sonny Goldberg. Listen carefully.
King Street singer, 'cause I sing whenever I'm blue. Hello everybody, this is Sonny Goldberg, your King Street singer, announcing the biggest discounts ever on home furnishings you need and want at J.L. Goldberg's.
You see, I couldn't make this stuff up. And if that wasn't wild enough, in the 90s, he had a commercial where he was actually rapping. He would go, "They call me the King Street singer, 'cause I sing whenever I'm blue. And if you should be feeling lonely, and I'd recommend it to you." And then they'd have this DJ in the background rapping, going, "Go Sonny, go Sonny Goldberg, go Sonny, go Sonny Goldberg." And like I said, everyone loved Sonny. He died in 1997 at the age of 75. And his legacy lives at a marker at where his store once stood on Charleston's King Street. And the last of these great singing street salesmen was one who is definitely deserving of honor. Anthony Wright, a.k.a. Tony the Peanut Man. Tony the Peanut Man was a black gentleman whose 2 sisters, Cheryl and Jackie, they sang in the choir with me at Wando High School around 1979. And roughly around the same time that Sonny died, Tony developed a secret recipe for boiling peanuts. And he gained fame by going into the Charleston City Market over on South Market and East Bay Street, as well as the Charleston River Dogs baseball games, doing his song and dance selling his peanuts that went as follows. Hey, hey, what I say? Huh. Got some boiled, got some roasted, got some fried, got some toasted. Oh yeah, peanut man, catch me if you can. Got some hot, got some cold, got some deep down in your soul. Oh yeah, peanut man, catch me if you can. You got the right one, bye-bye. Well, you had Tony the Peanut Man t-shirts. There was a Tony the Peanut Man rap, as a matter of fact, done by some younger rappers. And he was just a generally beloved character throughout Charleston. Unfortunately, he died in November 2016 of natural causes at the age of 63. And sad to say, he was the last of Charleston's great singing street salesmen. However, thanks to my memory and the miracle of digital technology, you have the experience of the lost art of the Charleston singing street salesman. This is Damon Fordham.